something like that too.
He told me.
Oh, yeah, good, thank you.
Because the last person can.
I got a bunch of stuff in my
I mean, what would you?
Just for. This is the one change. This is sheet. Don't change. Just don't change it. It's not. I can almost guarantee it. What I would do.
Yeah, I know, I didn't know.
Don't buy it.
You have 8?
So you going to the lake for the 4th of July?
I just came back from the lake yesterday. I will not go to the lake on 4th of July. That's like suicide.
To get the consumption on the
Oh,
film.
okay.
Doesn't sound like it.
Oh, this is, I told the construction.
Call meeting to order. Please rise. Ask you to join me in a moment of reflection on the business that's before us this evening. Please join me in a pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Alderman Basso.
Here.
Alderman Violet.
Here.
Alderman Clifford.
Here.
Alderman Key.
Here.
Alderman Kramarski.
Here.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Here.
Alderman McGovern.
Here.
Alderman McGrogan. Mayor, City Clerk, Treasurer, and Attorney are all present.
All right, no special presentations tonight. On the consent calendar, we've got the approval of minutes of the City Council meeting from June 18th, 2019, along with the approval of payroll and voucher list for the period ending June 28th, 2019. Entertain a motion to approve, then?
So
Moved
moved.
by Alderman Kromarski, second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion, roll call.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Kramarski.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, no sealed bids tonight. Under my report, just got a lot of things going on this weekend. Alderman Key is going to cover that in his report as far as what's happening. What I do need is a motion to approve the real estate contract to purchase the property at 13040 South Cypress Lane in the amount of $370,000. The purchase will be funded by MWRD as part of the flood control project. We had 2 appraisals done, and this came in to be the lower one actually, but was the amount agreed upon. So someone make that motion, please.
Is the 370,000, it says the purchase funded by the MW is part of, oh, it's that, they're buying the home, basically.
We're buying the home, but they're funding it.
I'll make the motion.
Moved by Alderman McGovern, second.
Second.
Second by Alderman Basso. Discussion, roll call.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Kramarski.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Motion carried. City Clerk?
No report.
City Treasurer, anything?
Thank you, no report.
City Attorney?
Mr. Mayor, no report.
Citizens wishing to address the council? Skip communication. Anyone have any communication tonight? Okay, Finance Committee, Alderman McGrogan's not here. I don't think he's got anything. Alderman McGovern?
Oh, yes, Mayor, I have a couple announcements just to make for the 4th of July. First, naturally, let's have some fireworks safety around here. Remember that fireworks are illegal, and that if you have any knowledge of anybody that's selling any illegal fireworks, please contact the Palos Heights Police Department at 448-2131 or just 911 for your emergency. Second thing I actually have is, as of yesterday, we have a new state law for cell phones, and along with that now, cell phone violations in 1 year, cell phone violations are now a moving violation. Okay, the first offense will be $75. Second offense will be $100. The third offense will be $150. And the fourth offense will be $150. Third offense will be $125, and the fourth offense will be $150. 3 moving violations in 1 year, you will have your license suspended. no one under the age of 18 is allowed to use a cell phone while driving a motor vehicle, and no one is allowed to turn around and handheld any type of cell phone while driving a motor vehicle. The only exception would be if you have Bluetooth in your car, you can turn it on, you can turn it off. And that's the new law. It went into effect yesterday, and I caution everybody else to be be careful with it, because this is going to be strongly enforced, especially over the 4th of July weekend. We all know that. 4th of July weekend is always a dangerous weekend with heavy traffic, people traveling all around the city, so please be very cautious with that. And the last thing I actually have is, I was asked to bring out about the pedestrian responsibilities on the rules of the road. We have most of our streets here in Palos Heights have no sidewalks. Our highways, our main streets, yes, we do. If there is a sidewalk out there, you are not allowed to turn around and walk in the street, okay? If you don't have a sidewalk, you should walk in the street facing traffic and as close to the curb or end of the street as possible. And if a car is coming, try and get some type of a visual contact with the driver so he at least knows that you are there. Okay? With that, happy 4th of July, and I hope to see you on the 5th.
You didn't even mention the gasoline tax, so it's not bad.
Can I add something to Jerry's report? I have a Ring doorbell. I don't know if anybody else here has a Ring doorbell, but you're part of the Ring community if you have a Ring doorbell. And I received a letter from the Palos Heights Police Department that they're joining the Ring community. And there's a way now to contact the police through the Ring doorbell community. The Ring doorbell community will keep you informed of incidents going on in Palos Heights, and I think it's a pretty great partnership.
It is. Yes, and it's going to work out really well.
I want to make people aware of that. Not that I want to do a commercial for a Ring doorbell, but I think
Or any other vendors. No.
or any other vendor. But I think it's kind of a good thing, and I think it'll make people feel at least a little bit more safe.
I think the police department said they were going to try to get something up active on our city webpage to make it clearer on how to make sure that you connect with that service.
The Ring,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very good. All right, anything else? Municipal grounds and property, Alderman Basso?
Yes, Mayor, I have no report this evening.
All right, planning and zoning, Alderman Clifford?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have a motion to authorize city attorney to draft an ordinance for a zoning variance to allow a licensed barber special use, it is, shop to operate as a special use in the B-zone building located at 7154 West 127th Street, petition filed by Mr. Kamal. This was presented to the zoning board of appeals.
We need a second first. Motion by Alderman Clifford, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Lewandowski? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
This is, was in front of the zoning board of appeals, and the vote was 3-2, where it carried they needed 4 affirmative votes to pass. Therefore, it needs a supermajority of a majority of 6 of the 8 sitting aldermen to pass for approval. Mr. Kamal, I believe, is just, he's not the owner, but he's just filing that petition. The owner was not present at either hearing.
Not the owner of the center, he's the owner of the shop.
Right.
Okay. Any other questions? Roll call?
Alderman Basso.
No.
Alderman Violet.
No.
Alderman Clifford.
No.
Alderman Key.
No.
Alderman Kromarski.
No.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman McGovern.
No.
Motion's not agreed to.
6. That's okay. That's the end of my report, Mr. Mayor. Motion
Alderman
fails.
Key? Recreation?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So this week is full of activities, of course, with the rec department. Last night, we started off the week with a movie in the park. And this week, we have both a movie in the park and a concert in the park. They're both at Myers Park, which is the park directly behind the rec center, because the parking lot here is being set up for the 4th of July activities. And so they showed The Greatest Showman last night, and I was over there, and there were several hundred people. The rec staff was doing games, and the Kiwanis was there selling concessions. Tonight there's a concert in the park. Ethan Bell Band, which is a country band, country pop band, very popular. And so they'll be there at 7 o'clock in 20 minutes starting the concert. So it'll be a little toasty. If it starts to rain, we'll be inside the orchard room, so no worries about that. Tomorrow is the fireworks display, so there's activities happening late afternoon through the fireworks display that usually starts around 9:30 or 9 o'clock rather. And there's going to be, food vendors and ice cream and things for the kids to do. And we do have some provisions in place in case we get some lightning and that kind of thing. And so there's some, and then of course the parade, the big parade on Thursday starts right at noon. And so obviously you may have seen the signs that we're closing down Harlem Avenue from 12 to 2. So come out and watch the parade. We do have some ice cream socials coming up at the parks later in the month. Next week on the 10th at Palmer Park at 7 o'clock, and then on the 24th, Passarelli Park. And so there's free ice cream for the first 100 people that come to those. And so come out for that. And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Oh, no, can I say one more thing?
Sure can.
These concerts, there's a cost to it, and the movies in the park, there's a cost to it too. It's not just putting a DVD in the projector. There's a licensing fee, so these things are very expensive. And this year, all of our movies in the park and the concert in the park are being sponsored by CNB Bank, who's right here in town. So, sometimes we have a discussion about all the banks that we have in town, but this is the third major event that we're having this year where the banks are stepping up and sponsoring our events. Holidays in the Heights, Welcome Back, and all the movies and the cartoons in the park. So this just shows you how the financial institutions do really help the community. So thank you to them. And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Roads and Construction, Alderman Komarski.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Move to authorize the mayor to sign the permanent easement agreement with Navajo Homeowners Association, granting them a permanent easement for the purpose of installing and maintaining a subdivision identification sign.
Moved by Alderman Komarski. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Key. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
That's the end of my report, Mayor.
Thank you, ma'am. License permits and franchises, Alderman Lewandowski.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No report, but I do have a reminder to residents that vehicle stickers are now due, but there's a grace period until July the 17th until fees double. If you can't make it into City Hall to purchase your vehicle sticker, you can go online and purchase your vehicle sticker that way. So just a reminder, July 17th, the fees double.
Great, thank you, sir. Water and Sewer, Alderman Violet.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move to approve a proposal from Strand Associates in the amount of $28,350 to perform a tank inspection and prepare bid documents for the Route 83 Water Reservoir Rehabilitation Project.
Moved by Alderman Violet. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Aye.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
I also motion to approve a payment to RJN Group for professional engineering services rendered in the months of April and May totaling $14,933.60.
Moved by Alderman Violet. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Basso. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
At the end, that's the end of my report.
Thank you. Under special reports, Alderman Key.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to mention that one of the biggest events we have in town is the Classic Car Show. That's coming up on the 18th from 5 to 9 o'clock. And I mean, everyone that's lived in town understands all the activities that happen that night. So please come out. There's hundreds of classic cars come out. It's a very enjoyable night. And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Ad hoc cable, Alderman McGovern?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I've got, just to let you know, Channel 4 will be having one camera taping the Palos Heights Parade on July 4th. The voiceover narrative identifying each unit in the parade will be recorded in the studio next week and put on the air the following week. Okay, Ron Jankowski is currently looking for the feasibility and cost of the next level of broadcast technology and incorporating a live camera system. This system could provide real-time broadcasts from anywhere in our city directly to the viewer for programs covering the veteran ceremonies, dedications, farmers markets, parade, and Christmas events. Anyone interested in volunteering in the television broadcasting and video production with Palos Heights Channel 4, please call Ron at area code 708-480-3007. Thank you.
Any old business?
I'd just like to congratulate Alderman McGovern on his new leadership position and taking our cable system into the next decade, to say the least. I'm sure he'll be in good hands with him, and my congratulations to him. I didn't really know he was taking that over, so my congrats to him.
All right. Citizens wishing to express counsel? Entertain a motion to convene into executive session.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Executive session.